I am continuing my coverage of Stable Diffusion 3 medium model, which was released few hours ago, and in the last video we saw how can we install it locally on our system, and then how can we generate very high quality images with just a simple text prompt. I also described the architecture of the model in that video, so if you're interested, do check it out on my channel as you can see on your screen. For the purpose of this video, I am going to fine tune this Stable Diffusion 3 model on our own images, and you can use any images of yours, and the same instructions will apply to any set of images, and then you can ask questions about your own images. That is what fine tuning is, where we update the weights of the model as per your own data set. We will be doing it all locally and privately, and the commands which I'm going to use, I will be sharing them on my blog, so don't worry about copy pasting them or typing them. I will drop the link to the commands which I am using in the video's description. Now, just to give you a brief overview of this new model, Stable Diffusion 3 Medium is a multimodal diffusion transformer text to image model that features greatly improved performance in image quality, typography, complex prompt understanding, and resource efficiency. Also, there are different licensing schemes of it which you can check out on their model card, which I will drop the link in video's description. There is a non-commercial usage which we are using in this one, and then there is a commercial use, and you would need, I think, a separate license for it, which you can check out in the model card. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to Massed Compute, who are sponsoring the VM and the GPU which I'm going to use for this video. And let me quickly show you the system which they have proudly sponsored here. This is a VM Ubuntu 22.04, and this is a GPU card NVIDIA RTX A6000 which I'm going to use, which has VRAM of 48 GB. If you're looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices like this one, I will drop the link to their website in video's description, and I'm going to give you a coupon code which will give you 50% discount on an already affordable prices. Also, make sure that you have Conda installed, because that is what I will be using in order to keep everything separate from my local installation. Also, I will be using DreamBooth to optimize and fine tune this model, which is Stable Diffusion, and I will share all the commands, and I will also try to explain what I'm doing as we go step by step. Okay, so let's go back to our terminal. Let's first create that Conda environment. Let me paste the command of creating that. And if you haven't created it Conda environment before, I would highly suggest check out my channel. I already have done a video on it in detail as how you install it, how you use it. Pretty straightforward, so please check it out. It is creating the Conda environment at the moment. As you can see, shouldn't take too long now, and we can now step into that environment by just doing Conda activate stft, and you can see that in the left hand side in the parenthesis. Let's clear the screen, and now let's install some of the prerequisites. And this is the thing with it, there are a lot of prerequisites like PEFT, Dataset, Hugging Face, Transformers, Accelerate, and I'm also installing the transformers from the source because it's a very new model. So it is going to take around 3 to 4 minutes, so let's wait for it to get finished. Okay, so all the libraries are installed. Let me clear the screen. Next, let's git clone the diffusers library from GitHub because it contains the DreamBooth and the examples. Let's go into it, and that is also done. And now let's install all the requirements and packages which are available in this one. Again, this is going to take a bit of a time, so let's wait for it to finish, and that is done quickly. Let's go to DreamBooth directory. Let me clear the screen. I'm just going to go into the DreamBooth directory, which has all the requirements for this new model, which is ST3 or Stable Diffusion 3. As you can see, I'm installing all the requirements. Let's wait for it to finish. It won't take too long. That is all done. Cool. Now, another thing we would need is we would need Hugging Face CLI login. So for that, you would need a token from Hugging Face. So go to Hugging Face website and then grab your token. If you don't know it, just log into huggingface.co, and then on the top right on your profile, click there, go to settings, and then API tokens, and you can get a free token. So I already have my token with me. Let me paste it here and then press enter, press Y, and login is successful, as you can see here. Okay, so that is done. Next, we need to use accelerate to optimize the fine tuning. For that, all you need to do is to run this command, which is going to save the default config file. And that is done. It's already there because I tried it out earlier, so you can ignore this. And then let's download our data set. So for the data set, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get out of this directory, even the diffuser. I'm just going to make a new directory here called as maybe I'm just going to call it dog because I'm just going to get the photos of dogs, and I'm going to use it. Um, the fine tune, I will fine tune this Stable Diffusion 3 on that dogs pictures. Let me clear the screen, and then in that dogs directory, I'm going to download the data set from Hugging Face. You can use your own if you like, but I'm just going to use Hugging Face one. You can use your own photos or whatever you like. So this is a local directory where I'm downloading the data set from Hugging Face, and this is an example data set. Okay, so it says, so yeah, sorry. So I just needed to import that. Let me import that first, and then let me rerun that command. And this should be good now. There you go. So it has downloaded all the files. That is done. Let's exit from here, and let me clear the screen. If I show you the quickly, there you go. So these are all the dog photos it has downloaded, which is great. Now let's set some of the environment variables. Like I'm setting the model name, that this is the model I'm going to fine tune, Stable Diffusion 3 medium, and this is where my pictures are. You can specify your own folder, and then this is the output directory. I'm just telling it that this is what I want to call the model, and just also give the directory. You can change it, of course. Let's go into diffusers, and then examples, do the ls-ltr, and then from here there should be some DreamBooth directory, clear it. There you go. So there are different training fine-tuning scripts. So I'm just going to go with the LoRa, which is low rank adaptation, which just adds a new layer and updates the weights there. It is easy, it is quick, and it doesn't require that much VRAM, but still good enough because it's a multimodal model. Okay, so now all we need to do in order to do fine tuning, we need to run this script. So I'm going to run it, and then I will describe what exactly is happening here. So you see, first I've just used accelerate to launch this fine tuning, and then it has detected my CUDA device, and then here it is in this file. I'm just specifying my output directory, my instance prompt, that a photo of a scarce dog, resolution, how much gradient, which is the rate of change in the function, and then what would be the learning rate. And then it is asking me whether I want to use WAN-DB or not. I don't want to use WAN-DB. And then I will, if it asks, we can tell it, no, we don't want to use WAN-DB for instrumentation. But if it is a production environment, you should definitely use it. And then it has downloaded the model, the base one. And then from there, it is loading the checkpoint shards on our GPU. And there is also some LR scheduler, which is constant, that is a constant learning rate scheduler. And we have set the warm-up steps to 0, which means no warm-up steps, and we are just using 500 training steps. Okay, so what this is saying is that it just needs an empty directory, so it couldn't find it. So let me quickly fix it. So I just fixed the path of my image directory and reran it, and it is now running good. So here it is asking whether I want to create a WAN-DB account or not. I really don't want it. If you have, you can just select and use it. For production one, I would highly suggest, but for this one, I'm just going to go with the number 3 and let me press enter. And then it has started running the fine tuning, and that's it. And it is going to take a lot of time, I think around 2 to 3 hours depending upon your GPU card. So I'm not going to wait for 3 hours, but this is all there is to it for fine tuning. As long as you get these steps right, all the prerequisites are there, you should be good to go. So that's it guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what do you think, and I would highly suggest you also read this paper, really good one. And towards the end, really impressed by this model, and I would highly recommend you to watch my other video where I have installed it locally and see how much quality this model has in terms of image generation. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you're already subscribed, then please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.